through solar to Wa, and this is going to happen within 2.5 years. Mr. Speaker, there's also an issue of abandoned projects. Mr. Speaker, the reality.
Yes, Honorable Minister, Honorable Dr. Amwa is on his feet. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My respectable friend and a brother, Honorable Minister, has made a statement that per order 122 content. This is an august house of facts and figures. He made mention that when His Excellency Kwame Nkrumah was trying to construct the motorway, he was told by some people that Americans were told by some Ghanaians that they shouldn't finance it. This is a serious statement. I would like my minister to substantiate what he said, because this is an august house. This is where we make laws. This is where Ghanaians are taking a lot of pieces of information for their decision-making processes. So I would like my honorable minister to actually provide the source and how credible it is, so that we can also correct this in the near future. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Minister is demanding evidence to support the statement you made with regard to the construction of the Akosombo Dam.
Mr. Speaker, I will provide that evidence in due course. No, Mr. Speaker, I did not only mention that. I started by saying that there were citizens of this country when Ghana under President Nkrumah wanted to have independence. They said it's not yet time. I'm wondering why he didn't even worry about that one. Then I went ahead and talked about the fact that yes, Dr. Nkrumah's attempt to build a dam faced challenges here. Mr. Speaker, I'm happy you recommended somebody to sell some books to all of us. I'll table that the reference from that book, Mr. Speaker. Oh, of course, Mr. Speaker. I didn't want to mention names of those people, so I'll continue, Mr. Speaker. There's also a question about why a particular project, Accra-Kumasi bypasses, are not being completed. Mr. Speaker, let me put it on record. President Mahama's government never asked any contractor working on the bypasses on Accra-Kumasi to stop work. Indeed, I called all the contractors and encouraged them to continue working. However, what they told me was that at the time of contracting, the time they were asked to go to site, they were not shown details of the alignment. And this was told in the presence of the finance minister, that they flew a drone and showed them a drone image of the alignment. When they got to the site and they started working, they saw Galamsey peaks and swamp areas. So as we speak, Mr. Speaker, almost all the contracts, the prices have more than 100% increased. And this happened in 2023. Unfortunately, the side opposite made no effort to actually capture the variation. Today, as we speak, we are being told that we need another 3 billion or so to be able to complete the bypasses on Kumasi Road. And President Mahama is doing that. Indeed, one of the sections has actually been completed and taken over. We intend to make sure that in stages we complete the site on of the Accra-Kumasi Road. Mr. Speaker, there's also an issue about the Accra-Kumasi Express way. Mr. Speaker, this project
Just a minute. Yes, please.
Mr. Speaker, thank you once again. Because my honorable, respectable member could not substantiate the credible source needed for such important piece of information, I would like the statement to be expunged until he does so, because we can't keep any piece of information here that we cannot substantiate. It's extremely inimical to the performance of our republic, and we need to do that.
Mr. Speaker, one of the books.
Honorable Dr. Amwa, if I have to apply this your rule, I don't know how many of you can make contribution on this floor. You may disagree with him. He may provide some evidence. You may disagree with that evidence because these are records that some people kept, and they are actually in books. And some of those records are having partisan colors, and you need to investigate into them seriously. So you start looking at what weight to attach to this evidence and that kind of. This is not a trial. And that is why usually in these cases we allow the debate to flow. That is it. If you have anything beyond that, then the avenue is different from the plenary session of Parliament. So please, let's move on. And Honourable Minister, you have a few more minutes.
Mr. Speaker, one of the books I would have recommended to my colleague is a book entitled Dark Days in Ghana by Dr. I'm sure when you read that book, you will notice that, because there are so many things, there are Dark Days in Ghana by Dr. Mr. Speaker, there's also talk about why they need to build an expressway from Accra to Kumasi. Mr. Speaker, I think we should have done that many years ago. Mr. Speaker, we should have done that many years ago. Currently, if you want to drive from Accra to Kumasi, you are faced with a journey of over 250 kilometers, and through communities that have overgrown and encroaching on the road. The bypasses alone cannot solve the problem. We are creating a new growth pole. And Mr. Speaker, already halfway through the study, we just realized that we can cut that journey to under 200 kilometers. Imagine what 50 kilometers means to the fuel tank of an average person. It means that 40% of the travel time can also be taken off. How can you tell me this is not important? Mr. Speaker, not only that, once we are able to determine this alignment, the idea is to put alongside a railway, which is finally a high-speed train from Accra to Kumasi and beyond in the future. How can you say this is not important? Indeed, you spend over $100 million under the so-called Buankra Integrated Logistics Terminal, which is in the bush. Nothing is being done because no transporter is ready to move goods from Tema on the road and take it to Buankra, and then somebody from Swami will now come to Buankra to clear it. If you can get to Buankra, you would rather take it back to Kumasi itself. So this project will actually unlock the potential of the Buankra Integrated Logistics.
Honourable Minister, your time is up.
Mr. Speaker, can I plead for the same 1 minute you gave to my colleague?
Yes, 1 minute to
Mr.
conclude.
Speaker, I just want to recap that two issues I came here with. That, colleagues, when we are talking about the military, when we are talking about the armed forces, today, you forget that you have, some of us have police people following us. Even if we go to the grocery shop, they follow us. All this costs money, and providing the necessary support for them is very necessary. Let us not trivialize the issue of retooling the armed forces. It's very critical. And Mr. Speaker, we will work together with our colleagues in this House to make sure that all budgetary allocation made on behalf of the Ministry of Road and Highways is applied to improve the road network in our country. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity.
Honourable, yes, point of order.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, with all due respect, I'd like to correct an impression being created by the Minister for Road. He is creating an impression as if the
Honourable Member, you rose on a point of order.
In fact, Mr. Speaker.
Now you are correcting impressions.
Mr. Speaker, I was
What is the order that has been breached?
Mr. Speaker, I was up already for a very long time. I couldn't catch your eye.
You caught my ear.
Oh, I was rather trying to catch your eye.
Because you said point of order.
No,
so
I did not say
turned, and then I saw you on your feet.
Mr. Speaker, I did not say that. I did not say point of order.
Honorable member, please. You said point of order, and I just want to hear your point of order, the order that we have breached. If it is not a point of order, the rules are clear. Oh, point of clarification or elucidation, then I'll listen to you. But to argue with me, you can't win this battle.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Obviously, I can never win a battle against you. There is no way I can do that. But point of clarification, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Minister for Roads created an impression that the MPP government did not do anything to retool the Ghana Armed Forces. That is palpable falsehood. In fact, retooling of the Ghana Armed Forces was done to the extent that at a point when we wanted to acquire a long endurance vessel for the Ghana Navy, my colleague from the other side of the aisle actually rejected it when even IMF gave us an opening to do that.
Honorable member, that is not point of order or point of clarification. When we come to your turn, you put that across. There are so many things that are in our heads, but we allocate it in such a way that we try to give you some time to also say what is in your head. So please, I'm sure that your name will be submitted. Let me check and see whether your name is there. The name is?
Mr. Speaker, unfortunately, my name is not there. I've been ill for some time now. And so I couldn't even give my name out. I was scheduled to be here on Friday, but I was taken ill, so I couldn't do that.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Because we have about 13 members from the minority side and the same number from the majority side for today. And so a lot more will be contributing. And you may get opportunity if the Lord smiles at you. Please, is the turn now of Honorable Vincent Ekow Assafuah. 15 minutes. 15 minutes.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity to contribute to the 2026 budget estimate and the economic policy of the Republic of Ghana, which was read by the Finance Minister. Mr. Speaker, before I proceed on my point of argument, let me correct this erroneous statement that was made by the Minister of Roads. Mr. Speaker, we have adopted unto ourselves constitutionalism. This country is ruled by rules and by laws. It cannot be said that things that are cardinal to our constitution, i.e., presumption of innocence, before you can be pronounced guilty, or if you plead guilty by yourself. And so it is erroneous for the Minister of Roads to say that at the National Service Secretariat, 1.6 billion was misused by certain people. Mr. Speaker, on what basis did he say that? This cannot be allowed to stand. Mr. Speaker, number two, when he also says that the Akufo-Addo government did not do anything about retooling of the Ghana Armed Forces, Mr. Speaker, that is also not correct. Last year, I was right here in this house when the Akufo-Addo government presented an agreement to be considered by this house. At the time, they were here. They resisted and argued against the retooling of the Ghana Armed Forces to the extent that that agreement was not taken on this floor. So on what basis can you conclude that the Akufo-Addo government failed to retool the Ghana Armed Forces? Mr. Speaker, now I move to my own points of argument. Mr. Speaker, last week when I was listening to the Finance Minister, the youth of this country was expecting a budget of prosperity. Unfortunately, we had disappointment. Mr. Speaker, we were expecting a budget of relief. After the budget, what we got was a disappointment. We were expecting a budget of opportunity. The youth of this country did not get that opportunity. Mr. Speaker, this budget can best be likened to a cow dunk. Mr. Speaker, Estrono, den, Asiano, mre, peche. Mr. Speaker, to wait. On the surface, it looks robust, but the devil is in the detail. And in the detail, you realize that the Ghanaian people has been shortchanged, especially the youth. In the build-up to the 2024 elections, the NDC championed this campaign policy of creating jobs for the Ghanaian people. Mr. Speaker, key among them was the Ejumera. Mr. Speaker, I hold in my hands here the policy manual, the training manual of the Ejumera program. Mr. Speaker, page 10 of that policy, they state that this program aims to train and establish at least 10,000 youth-led businesses each year over a 4-year period. Mr. Speaker, they are targeting 40,000 businesses by 2029. Mr. Speaker, here is the catch. They say that fully funded under the 2025 national budget through the Ministry of Finance, it shall also provide grant funding to 2,000 viable businesses each year. Mr. Speaker, as we speak, in 2025, an amount of 100 million Ghana cedis was allocated to NEP. Currently, only a paltry figure of 34 billion Ghana cedis has been released to the NEP. My question is, assuming without admitting that all the 34 million Ghana cedis will have to be disbursed to the 34 million Ghana cedis, which is not even possible, but assuming without admitting that all the 34 million Ghana cedis will be disbursed to the 2,000 people, a simple calculation will tell you that each person is going to get a paltry sum of about 17,000 Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, in this country, can you use 17,000 Ghana cedis to establish a business? How much is even a container? Container, Bokra, you say. How much is a container to use a 17,000 Ghana cedis to establish businesses in this country? Mr. Speaker, they also said that they were going to train over 10,000 people as far as the National Apprenticeship Program is concerned. Mr. Speaker, I have in my hands here a publication from Graphic Online. This publication, this is when President Mahama himself was launching the National Apprenticeship Program. Mr. Speaker, His Excellency the President said that in the 2025 year, they are going to train 10,000 people under the National Apprenticeship Program. Mr. Speaker, I read, that is paragraph 4 and 5.
Honorable Member, just a minute. Please, so many of you are on your feet. I don't know what you are doing. Please, Honorable Member, you are leaders. And I've told you the rule that when you are on your feet and you want to whisper to a colleague, you stand by the side of the colleague so that your back is not facing the maize. That is the authority of the house. And you all know traditionally, you don't stand with your back to the chief. This is the authority of the house. It's not the speaker. The authority is there, the maize. So please, when you want to at least whisper to a colleague, go to the side of the colleague and then whisper, but facing the maize, not with your back to the maize. That is complete disrespect. Now, next time I see any of you on your feet that way, I will name the person and read the rules about naming and be guided by it. Honorable Member, you may continue.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, to continue with my point, I raised the point that there is a graphic online publication, and this publication speaks to the effect that at the time that His Excellency the President was launching the National Apprenticeship Program, the promise to the people of Ghana was that he is going to train 10,000 people in the year 2025. Mr. Speaker, per paragraph 4 and 5, it went ahead, or if you like, His Excellency the President went ahead to promise the people of Ghana that in the year 2026, they are now going to scale it up to 100,000 people. Mr. Speaker, and I read, additionally, the second phase, which is expected to be rolled out in 2026, will benefit more than 100,000 people. Mr. Speaker, now the big question is, in the 2025 budget, an amount of 300 million Ghana cedis was allocated to the National Apprenticeship Program. Now, when you check, assuming that the amount of money that was released currently, which is about 150 million Ghana cedis, Mr. Speaker, if you divide 150 million Ghana cedis by 10,000 people, assuming that all the monies are going to be shared, or if you like disbursed to all the trainees, the people who are going to, the amount of money that they are going to get is about 15,000 Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, I ask again, what kind of business can you really use 15,000 Ghana cedis for? Can it even buy a container for yourself? Absolutely no. I do not think that 15,000 Ghana cedis is enough to be able to establish a business in this country. Mr. Speaker, again, because the president also promised that they are going to scale it up to 100,000 people, the budget estimate for 2025 was 300 million Ghana cedis. Now, in 2026, logical reasoning will tell you that if you use 300 million Ghana cedis to train 10,000 people, then in 2026, the allocation should be about 3 billion. Mr. Speaker, unfortunately, the 2026 allocation for the National Apprenticeship Program has been reduced from 300 million Ghana cedis to 150 million Ghana cedis. How do you use 150 million Ghana cedis to train 100,000 people? It cannot be the case. And that is why I'm saying that the Ghanaian people was expectant of a budget that was going to give prosperity. There was expectant of a budget that was going to give opportunity. However,
just
what has been given is disappointment.
Your time is saved for you. I can see the Majority Chief Whip on his feet. Yes, please.
Speaker, I rise in pursuance of Order 1221, Speaker C. Speaker, I want to seek clarification from the member who said just a minute or so ago that 15,000 cannot establish business. He should clarify what kind of business he speaks of. Because, Mr. Speaker, we are on record to have voted for money in pursuance of government policy to assist women to set up small businesses, young entrepreneurs. We have voted for money to be allocated to them to set up small businesses. So he should clarify. What kind of business he speaks of, Mr. Speaker. I thank you for the opportunity.
Honorable Majority Chief Whip, what is he to clarify?
Mr. Speaker, the blanket statement that 15,000 Ghana cedis cannot establish business, that cannot be a factual statement. Because
Honorable Member, that's
Mr.
different.
Speaker,
that is different from saying he should clarify. It's so clear to you that you don't need clarification again. Because it's so clear to you, you are raising questions on the matter that he is called to question, that how much can 15,000, what business can 15,000 be used to start? And so it's clear to you. So you are thinking that the 15,000 could be used to set up businesses. So there is no need for clarification again.
Mr. Speaker, there's the need. It should be specific. It should be specific, Mr. Speaker. Yes, because, Mr. Speaker, in my constituency, if it says that 15,000 cannot set up a medium-scale business, then we can be clear. Even that one is debatable. But small-scale businesses...
You may disagree with him. You may disagree with him, but the issue you raised is one of clarification. In fact, he even cited that 15,000 cities cannot buy a container. He was specific as to a type of business. Now, you can disagree with him, but he's very clear. You can get up and say that 15,000 can be used to start banana sales on a tabletop, which is business. You can say those things, but he is very clear. There's no need for clarification. So please, go on.
Mr. Speaker, you don't need 15,000 to purchase a container. You don't. You don't.
Majority Chief, you are out of order.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for protecting your nephew. Mr. Speaker, we have to always be seeing you in this chair. Because normally when we are here, we feel protected. Mr. Speaker, the budget provides no bold recruitment.
Yes,
No bold recruitment plan, no roadmap, and no credible strategy for absorbing trained young people into productive work. Mr. Speaker, in the 2026 budget, they have indicated to the people of Ghana that they are going to create 800,000 jobs. Mr. Speaker, I am going to give the breakdown of their 800,000 jobs promise, and the Ghanaian people are going to judge whether these are sustainable jobs, whether these are permanent jobs that they promised the people of Ghana in the build-up to the 2024 elections. Mr. Speaker, they say, and I'm happy that the Roads Minister is here, they say that 490,000 jobs are going to be created out of the big push. Mr. Speaker, you and I know that the tenure of engagement of these people who are going to be employed by the big push is coterminous with the lifespan of the contract. So clearly, Mr. Speaker, this cannot be a sustainable job. These are not permanent jobs. Mr. Speaker, they are also saying that the agro-processing plants are going to create 700 direct jobs. Mr. Speaker, they are also saying that the national policy on integrated oil palm development is going to create 250,000 jobs. Palm oil. Mr. Speaker, the point is that these cannot be sustainable jobs based on which the Ghanaian people voted for them. The Ghanaian people in 2024 asked them for sustainable jobs, asked them for permanent jobs. This is not the kind of jobs that we ask from them. Mr. Speaker, in fact, early this year, when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was forming his government, they promised the people of Ghana that they were going to establish a Ministry of Youth Development. The strategy was that the Ministry of Youth Development was supposed to be established deliberately to deal with youth issues in this country. Deliberately. Today, as we speak, about 10 months down the lane, the Ministry of Youth and Sports can only boast of Red Means Stop campaign. Nothing has been done by the Ministry of Youth and Sports. And that is why I'm saying that the youth of this country are disappointed, because we were expecting a government that will create sustainable jobs. We were expecting a government that will create permanent jobs. Unfortunately, that has not been done. Mr. Speaker, let me take you back to the 2025 budget. And I'm happy that the Minister of Education is here. Mr. Speaker, in the 2025 budget, page 105, they stated that to address menstrual hygiene challenges and reduce absenteeism, that is item number 636, to address menstrual hygiene challenges and reduce absenteeism among female students, government, in fulfillment of their 120 days social contract, will distribute free sanitary pads to 1.3 million female students in basic and secondary schools. Mr. Speaker, the same 2025 budget, when it comes to the social sector, page 71, they stated that, Mr. Speaker, we have allocated 292 million to commence the distribution of free sanitary pads to female students in primary and secondary schools. Mr. Speaker, the question is, 292 million Ghana cedis. divided by 1.3 million parts, how much is it? Mr. Speaker, 292 million Ghana cedis has been allocated to the Ministry of Education to purchase sanitary pads. A simple calculation will tell you that 292 million Ghana cedis divided by 1.3 million will give you about 225 Ghana cedis per pack. Mr. Speaker, now when it comes to the 2026 budget, here is the catch. Mr. Speaker, here is the catch. The 2026 budget. When they sought to account to the people of Ghana that they decided to distribute free sanitary pads to the Ghanaian people, this is what they say. Page 78. To promote gender equality in education and reduce absenteeism, 6.6 million packs of sanitary pads were distributed to girls in public basic schools. Mr. Speaker, assuming without admitting that the allocation was not changed, 292 million Ghana cedis indeed was used to purchase the 6.6 million pads that they said they have distributed. A simple calculation will tell you that one pad is 45 Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, I have in my hands here a publication that was made by the Ministry of Finance. Mr. Speaker, the Ministry of Finance posted this on their Facebook wall. They said that sanitary pads has reduced from 25 Ghana cedis to 15 Ghana cedis. According to their own words, if indeed sanitary pad is now 15 Ghana cedis, why are they now accounting to the people of Ghana that one sanitary pad is 45 Ghana cedis? This is a trouble government. Mr. Speaker, this is a trouble government. This is not what the people of Ghana voted them to come and do. Mr. Speaker, to end with my submission, here in this house, Mr. Speaker,
hold on, please. Your time is saved. Yes, Minister.
Mr. Speaker, ordinarily, I shouldn't intervene. Mr. Speaker, I just heard my colleague saying this is a Chobo government. Mr. Speaker, he said all sorts of... Oh, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I just saw my friend, the former Minister for Lands. The last time you got up here saying something, you have to apologize and withdraw. You are still up again. I encourage you to wait. Mr. Speaker. Oh yes, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'll repeat it, Mr. Speaker. He stood there last week and actually told untruth and he was caught. He told untruth and was caught. Mr. Speaker, I will not withdraw. Last week, you told an untruth and you were caught. Is that not the case? Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Minister, you are up on a point of order. So raise the point of order and let's go on.
Mr. Speaker, two things. My colleague said that, first of all, the 480,000 jobs is not sustainable. Mr. Speaker, civil engineers, quantity surveyors, architects, most time in the world, we don't have a permanent job. We move from job to job. I am happy that government can create at least 480,000 jobs for 2 years. That is actually a good record. When we get to 2027, we continue. So these are actually sustainable jobs. Mr. Speaker, the second one is what I was talking about. Mr. Speaker, everybody knows in this country which part of this the aisle actually has fleeced this country to the extent that today, Mr. Speaker, to the extent that national service, which is supposed to be for ordinary people, somebody will take 1.6 billion and he says that it's not yet been proven. And you are calling a government, Chobo government. Really, this side, you shouldn't even be talking. You shouldn't even be talking. If there's a Chobo, you are Chobo times 20,000.
Honorable Minister, you have not raised a point of order. You are rather contributing to the discussion. So please, let's allow him to complete his submissions. Minority Chief Whip, if you are speaking, you take some of his minutes.
Speaker, I know you are too benevolent to do this to me. So on a lighter note, my friend should just take it easy. I know he's a bit sensitive to some of the revelations, thrilling revelations coming out of the budget. But you should relax and enjoy the flight. We are only playing back your own facts. And it's coming from the budget. But seriously, Speaker, my good friend, ordinarily, I wouldn't do this to him. He said, the Honorable Jinapo said something last week, and he has to withdraw. In fact, I came in to endorse. Oh, listen,
you are falling into the same trap. What you are saying is not a point of order, please. I've already ruled on that matter, so you don't go back there. Let's allow the honorable member to complete his comments.
Mr. Speaker, thank you so much for protecting me from this needless interruption. Mr. Speaker, let me put this matter in proper perspective. What the honorable minister sought to say here in this house had no basis. As far as the National Service Secretariat is concerned.
Please, 1 minute. 1 minute
Mr. Speaker,
for him.
no basis at all. The point is that I have given a basis in their own budget, their 2025 budget, and the 2026 budget. And you are telling the people of Ghana that you are using 292 million Ghana cedis to purchase 6.6 million Ghana cedis. How do you tell me that the argument that I'm making here is baseless? Mr. Speaker, it is true and it is a fact that in this budget, in their own budget, they have used 292 million Ghana cedis to purchase 6.6 million parts. And I'm saying that a simple calculation of this figure tells you that one part is 45 Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, this is a publication. Mr. Speaker, this is a publication from Wenzo. It says that the price of your sanitary pad, which was 25 Ghana cedis in January, is now going for 15 Ghana cedis. Now 15 Ghana cedis, they are buying it for 45 Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker,
Majority Chief Whip. Before he concludes, Majority Chief Whip, you are on your feet. Just a minute. Yes, please.
Speaker, I rise in pursuance of Order 1231. Content of speech. The Honorable Assafuah referenced the government as Chobo government. Mr. Speaker, that is very unparliamentary.
Sorry, please. I didn't hear the statement.
Mr. Speaker, you may not have heard it.
Yes.
But it's gone into the hands.
I mean, what you said. I haven't heard what you said.
Mr. Speaker, the honorable member, as part of his commentary, said the NDC government is a Chobo government. Mr. Speaker, that is unparliamentary. You can say so on radio. But in this house, that language is not permissible. And so, Mr. Speaker, I am seeking your guidance that portion of the speech be expunged. Mr. Speaker, I thank you.
Mr. Speaker,
are you mentioning the word TOGO? Did you say Togo government?
Mr. Speaker, Chobo, not Togo. Chobo, he said Chobo. Chobo.
Choco.
Chobo. CHOBO. Or TSOBO.
Honorable member, please. Did you say the government is Chobo government?
Mr. Speaker, precisely so.
What does that mean?
Mr. Speaker, that means that 6.6 million parts that we could have used 99 million Ghana cedis, they are using 292 million Ghana cedis to buy. More than times 3 of the amount. Mr. Speaker,
please. The meaning of Chobo government.
Mr. Speaker, it means wasteful. It means wasteful. You can also say that there is no value for money. So, Mr. Speaker, this is a wasteful government. It is an overspending government. Mr. Speaker, when we say overspending government, it means that you are a Chobo government. Simplicity.
Honorable member, please. Honorable Majority Chief Whip, that the word chobo means wasteful.
Mr. Speaker, not at all. Mr. Speaker, not at all. Mr. Speaker, it is a strict expression for fleecing somebody. When you are fleecing somebody, that is the phrase we use, that you are taking chobo from the person. You are fleecing the person. That's what he's suggesting.
Honorable members, these are words, I don't know which language, but actually I don't understand the meaning of chobo at all. And particularly the spelling is I'm told either is C-H-O-B-O or C-H-O-G-O or whatever, I don't know. Please, but honorable member, when you buy sanitary pad at 15 Ghana cedis, you need to transport it to where you are going to distribute it. There's cost to it. Please, we are, honorable members, you've been in government before. Please. You want me to name you? Yes, Minister for Education.
Mr. Speaker, I'm compelled to rise on a point of order to my colleague member of parliament on sanitary pads. And Mr. Speaker, this is the second time I've seen effort to trivialize a major initiative by President Mahama to deal with female absenteeism, which results in dropout of young girls from school because of menstrual poverty. And therefore, my colleague, Mr. Speaker, has said authoritatively that each part costs 45 Ghana cedis. It's simply untrue. 6.6 million is not the final output of the sanitary pads contract. We competitively even advertised it, Mr. Speaker. Part of it was competitively advertised and determined through that procurement process. 6.6 million is what have been supplied. Additional quantities are being delivered to government. So don't go and do chop bar arithmetic, and say that 6.6 divided by 290 million. That is woefully inaccurate and grossly misleading, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we are still in the procurement process of additional sanitary pads. Thank you.
Honorable members, if you decide to reduce the deliberations to shouting battle, I will have to reduce the time allocation. Please, let's listen to each other, because the Minister for Education was trying to let you know that the 6.6 million is not the final quantity that is being delivered. 6.6 has been delivered.